If you're thinking about moving to Orlando, Florida, then you're going to want to know about a single level, new construction home with almost an acre of land right on the St. Johns River in a suburb that you, well, or many locals for that matter, don't even know about. Today we're touring a brand new luxury home that has easy access to all of Orlando's attractions, Daytona Beach, New Smyrna Beach, Sanford, and Lake Monroe, yet with all the noise and the traffic that Orlando mess has to deal with. If you're looking for peace and quiet, maybe you want horses or just the waterfront life, we're going to be sharing some details of this community. But first, let's check out the details of this home. So as we head inside this beautiful home, the first thing I want you to look at is this huge parking area. Well, maybe it's a parking area, maybe it's just a turn into the side entry 3-car garage. I think that's really nice because a lot of homes these days, it just seems like they just kind of rush that. Up front, you're going to notice the colors up top. Look at how they contrast the white and the white and the dark. The beautiful sconce lighting around the garages I think is super nice. And lastly, this is, maybe it's a silly thing, but you just don't see too much of this. I like the round gutters. It's a nice little touch that's a little bit unique. So let's go ahead and head inside. Now, as we head in, there's two things about this home that I really love. And one of them we're going to show you right away. The other one, just because the way the home falls, the way the layout is, it's going to take us a bit to get to. So come on in. And the first thing, Charlie, go ahead and just give it to him. Just show him that view right there. Now, we'll see more of that. So let's save some of that for later. As we start off inside the home, first off, you're going to see a lot of really nice lighting, so pay attention to that throughout the home. You're going to see a lot of tray ceilings right here in the foyer. I don't even know if these ceilings in the foyer area are as tall as they are in the rest of the main area, which are 11-foot ceilings, 12 inside the trays. So, and they've put some nice colors in here, nice wood look tile throughout the home. This flows, I think, through every room, if I'm not mistaken. And in this room here, you're going to see nice tall windows over on the left there. And of course, nice lighting up top as well. Now, let's head over and check out this office space because I think it's fantastic. And it starts with French doors, which is nice because then you can work all day or work whenever you want, or if you just keep a messy office, you can just keep your doors closed. And in here, a small detail, but I think it's worth noting, these casement windows. Charlie, see if you can check this out here. It's a small detail. Casement windows are not necessarily a new thing. You just don't see them much these days in too many homes. The next thing we're going to talk about is the 5-inch baseboards that seems to flow throughout this home. And did I talk about the tray ceilings already in this room?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. There's a lot of tray ceilings here. Great lighting in there as well. And then, so as we look at walk through the main living area and we head over to the kitchen here, you're going to see first and foremost this huge island. Super nice because it has plenty of room for bar stools. Quartz countertops, which I think is super nice on all 3 segments of this. Of course, there's stainless steel appliances, very nice. 42-inch soft close cabinetry with dovetail design. Dovetail construction, if you want to show them what that is, Charlie. Then a huge pantry. I'll show you that. Really nice. Again, very tall ceilings as you just showed, and the same flooring comes throughout. In the main area of the kitchen, you're going to see a lot of storage. Okay, there's a lot of it here, all through here, all soft close. If I can get them open. Boy, I wish we had some handles. We'll come to that. And it's really nice what the builder did, I think, the way they put the glass in this. They didn't do all of it because then you can't hide your junk. In my cabinets, there's a lot of junk. I think it's really nice how they put this blue in here. It's the only blue around, so you might critique it and say that it doesn't fit. What do you think, Charlie? Do you like that blue? Or
I think it looks really nice.
Okay. Of course, a glass top stove that matches the built-in ovens. I think I skipped right over them. Built-in oven and then a built-in micro. Super nice. This is really cool. I think I'm going to get one of these for my house, and this big farm-style sink. You can roll this up and put it away.
That's nice.
So you can put your dishes on it, and then you have this as well, which is super nice. Of course, it has a garbage disposal as well. Plenty of drawers. All soft close, of course. Hey, there's those lights. I wonder if this might be the one. We had trouble getting the lights on. Nope, we couldn't get that ceiling fan on. We had, oh, it came on. It came on. Yay!
Hey!
I'm gonna keep this
the other one
in case it's for that other one. Now, the builder, I noted earlier that it needs handles. Well, this builder actually has handles, and you know, these are some options that we have. I myself don't like the gold because it doesn't match, but I think this pewter or silver would be nice. It would match the...
Did you just call this black pewter?
No, I called this pewter. I'm not sure if it's pewter or silver. It's kind of, I know I'm not real good with my colors. So go ahead and show the main area along with this dining area.
Oh yeah.
The dining area has plenty of windows. There's so much light in this home. Super nice. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the two bedrooms. Two bedrooms here. It's a split, maybe you might call it a triple split floor plan. But this bedroom here, nothing too much to say per se, but you're gonna notice that there's recessed lighting, and these doors, they're heavy doors, okay? They're heavy and they're supported at the bottom. They're not just hanging, flimsy, limp kind of doors that you so often see, even in homes at this price point. And we will talk about the price here in a bit.
I noticed the carpet in there.
Yes, there's carpet in, is it all three bedrooms?
It's a pretty nice color.
No, just carpet in these two bedrooms. Yeah, I like it too. It's light. It matches the tile. Down on the floor, you're gonna see tile that matches the walls, and it goes all the way to the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
Now, maybe it's a little darker than the floor, I'm not sure, but they match anyways. And then you're gonna notice on the edge of the shower how they put this up, and even in my own home, the tile there has grout, and the grout just kind of shows. It just seems like a nice little touch that they did for this home. And I mentioned before, quartz countertops throughout, super nice. And then as we head over to the front bedroom, this is a great bedroom, similar to the other one, same drawers or same doors, but and recessed lighting. But check out the view here. This is an amazing view.
Wow. All right, you'll have to wait to see more of that in a minute.
Right, the best view is still yet to come.
It is.
So as we head out of the second bedroom, let's go ahead and head back through the main living area, and then we'll head down. Let's go take a look at the next bedroom and the laundry room, which is super cool. Main living area again, wide open. I didn't even speak to the lighting in here. I think the lighting is really good, especially at my advanced years. Isn't that right, Charlie? Mm-hmm. Next, let's take a look at the bedroom here. Same thing. Check out the fan, Charlie. I think all the fans in this home are all really great. They did a nice job. They're not, maybe they just picked them up at Lowe's. I don't know, but they have a little bit of a unique look about them.
There we go.
Having trouble there?
Yep.
Oh, now that baby's rolling. Let's take a look at this bath. Again, the tile on the floor is matching the other baths with the same tile, goes all the way up, and again the edge work.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one matches the other, and it matches the other one. The difference is that this has its own bath. I don't know how to get that thing off. So let's go ahead. Let's go and check out the laundry room. I think it's still blaring in there. Check out this laundry room. I think this is fantastic. Now, I love the laundry room. I love this thing. I think it's super duper cool, but why didn't they put it over here? Doesn't it seem like this on top of a wash is like, you're not hanging pants here.
It's like right in your face.
They're all scrunched up, but I love the look. I love what they did. And maybe I'm overreacting. I'd be curious to see what everybody else thinks. Is it too short? But really nice floating shelving. Huge cabinet, which is really nice for folding clothes and whatnot. And for Fido to wash him, to bathe him. Of course, it is a small sink. Maybe it's nice if you have a small dog. If you have a large dog, then, well, it's gonna be like a shower in there. So let's check out this garage. And it's a 3-car garage. I want to speak to the windows. Windows in a garage are a really nice feature, and I think it's way underrated. So often you come home in the middle of the day and you have to turn your light on in your garage. There's 2 air conditioning units in these. There's I believe it's a 14.5 and a 16 SEER unit. Super ultra efficient. Now we didn't show you, but outside on the side of the home, they're very narrow units, which is a new look. I haven't seen many of these units, but one unit controls the primary suite and the office, and the other one controls the rest of the home. So no matter what happens, you don't have to worry about your bedroom being, being warm. Okay, so as we head into what is my favorite feature of this entire home, and that's the primary suite, and something really cool about it, it's important to note that there are 4 rooms here that have lakefront views. We're gonna come to this here in a minute. You gave her a little tease, you gave them a little tease of it, Charlie, but there's really much more to it than that. But let's head into the primary suite, and as we walk in, check out the view. Hey, we need to check that lighting.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see.
Ready? Here we go.
I'm ready. Ah!
Come on!
Probably user error.
Probably user error, I'm sure. Great views. Are you able to see it? You think the camera? Okay, you think you gave a good view?
Oh
okay.
Yeah, it looks good.
Plenty of lighting in here. Beautiful tray ceilings. We see this builder just has tray ceilings all over the place. Wonderful fan. Sorry we cannot get the fan on or the lights on. Maybe it's a little dark. I hope it's good enough to even play. Entering in to this massive primary bedroom suite, ensuite bath rather. Check out this door. Now, maybe I get too excited about doors, but we just showed a $2.5 million home just a couple weeks ago here, and the doors, like, they just clashed. And kudos to this builder, because he took what to me perceives to be a very simple thing, and he got it right. The pocket door is a wonderful addition. 2 walk-in closets here. This is the larger one on this side. My wife would probably claim this one. I probably wouldn't even argue, because she would just take it. It wouldn't even be worth it.
Look at that lighting up there.
It is great lighting. It's super. But check out this shelving. Look at all of the storage in here.
Oh yeah.
And this is just not something you see every day. And it's a lot of money to put in, but this builder has gone ahead and done that, which is super nice. Again, tall doors, you're seeing them throughout. Everything is very spacious in here. This is the small closet, if you will, but still, look at all the space. There's plenty of space here.
Yeah, it's a pretty big closet still.
It is very closet. This is my favorite feature of this entire home. I don't know if I should say my favorite feature. My single favorite feature is probably what we're gonna see in a minute, but this bathroom is absolutely amazing. It feels huge. There's plenty of lighting in here, the tall ceilings, 2 vanities, so I can put all of my stuff in the way. I know in case my wife sees this, she'd be happy, because she'd say, I put everything away so we wouldn't have to look at it, it'd be nice and clean. And then she would have all her makeup and stuff out on this one. But we would both be happy. I love how they did the stone decor here. Super nice, nice window. But check out this shower. This shower is amazing. Has more casement windows if it's steamy and if you want it open. I don't know if you would. It's quite rural. This neighborhood is rural. We're going to talk more in a minute about the neighborhood, but very, very quiet. So maybe you could open the window and be just fine. But there's 2 shower heads in this huge area, a nice niche to put your shampoo. Maybe they could have put another one in. I probably would have liked to seen another one. I do like what they did with the tile. In this one, they put it all the way around, so when it comes time for cleaning, I guess you're just you can bring a garden hose in here and just spray that baby all over the place. But super nice. I love what they did with the tile on the floor as well. And the large drain. It's not the little tiny thing that gets clogged up with hair. I just think that's super cool. Here's on the stone here, they put the same trim that we keep seeing. All in all, this builder just does a lot of great things. So with that in mind, let's head out back. So as we head out to what is my favorite feature of this home, and I'm confident it's going to be yours too, check out the quadruple pocket sliders. Now these are especially great for us here in Florida because in the spring and in the fall, the weather is absolutely perfect, and we often have our doors open, or windows open rather, year round. But here, as you come out and see this view, like here we are right on the water, you would think it's bug city, but there's no bugs because this huge screen, and that view is not even obstructed by any rails. Maybe a bird would run in there, I don't know. I wonder if birds do that. I've seen them run into glass, so I don't know. But I want you to see how wide this lanai area is. We can have torrential thunderstorms and nothing's going to get us wet. I would over here be putting in a great big television so I can watch my football games or baseball games or whatever and drive my wife absolutely crazy. Up top, notice the recessed lighting. Now it's pretty bright today, but notice the recessed lighting and yet another fantastic fan. This builder has done a wonderful job with a lot of the details. I don't see much about this home that I don't absolutely love. Just maybe that laundry room thing, one or two other very small details that I think are really just a matter of preference. Charlie, while you're over there, why don't you show the area outside of the primary suite? Because this area is open, it's all open, there's your primary bedroom. And so you can step out at any time in the morning. I could see coming out early in the mornings and doing my reading. Over here is where, if it was me, I'd be trying to put a hot tub. I don't know if it's set for it, but they have it stubbed out. Could be a great location for a little kitchenette. The main kitchen right there. It'd be nice to have a little refrigerator or something. So as we head out of this beautiful home, what you're going to notice on the rear elevation is how high it is. And that's because there's a lot of flooding that has occurred in this area over the years. And there was a previous home here. Now, I don't know why the previous home was removed, but what I am told is that this home is about a foot higher than it was previously. So when the storms come, when the hurricanes come in the summertime, look, water levels rise, and this area, the entire area, is prone to flooding. But before we get to some details on the price of this home, which I'll come to in just a minute, let's address the Stone Island community, which is where this home is. First off, the East Central Regional Rail Trail is right across Lakeshore Drive, a short ways away. And it is a 6 or 8 foot wide trail that goes all the way to New Smyrna and Edgewater in one direction and over to the west coast in the other. And you can also catch a couple springs right here in Volusia County from it. So it's a great asset. This Stone Island is here in Deltona along the shores of Lake Monroe on the St. Johns River, just a few miles from I-4. So it's kind of tucked away right in the middle of just about everything. So as we look at the water here, I love this lake. Lake Monroe is a great fishing lake. I've caught a lot of specks in here over the years. I've caught some nice stripers, and I caught a massive catfish one time, but that's a story for another day. Stone Island is not your typical cookie cutter homeowners association. These are estate style homes. They're on large lots. This home is 0.98 acres, and this community is all about the quiet of nature and its beauty that is loaded with live oaks and cypress trees. We've got wild turkey. We see wild turkeys about every time we come in here. There's deer tracks right here in the yard. We just heard an osprey a minute ago, and we saw bald eagles as we came in. And there are plenty of manatees and alligators right here. Now, those of you from up north, don't freak out, because alligators will not be chasing you in your yard while you're mowing your lawn. They're actually very afraid of us. So we talk about alligators. They're kind of there. We respect them. They respect us. It's not really a thing. This community also has a boat ramp and a dock. It's right down the way here. There's horse stables if they're available. There's a riding ring, there's pastures, there's tennis and pickleball courts right next to that. There's a playground and a pavilion, and they have a lot of activities in here that really create a great sense of community. Now, Stone Island does have a homeowners association of about $660 for the year, but look, that's a very small price for all that it offers. So Stone Island is quite a bit different than just about any other community that I know of anywhere. The downside is the flooding. Stone Island does have a bad history of flooding. It is in a flood zone AE, and so that is something that you need to be aware of. But again, this home seems to be built up really well. So let's head back inside and take a look at the numbers for this home. So now that we're back inside without all the noises of the wind and everything else going on, let's talk about the details. This home has 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, and 3-car garage. 2,021 square feet, built in 2025. It sits on the shores of Lake Monroe, directly across from Sanford, where you can literally sit on your yard and watch the 4th of July fireworks and the Sanford Air Show, which is a fantastic asset for this area. This home sits on 0.98 acres in Stone Island, where the HOA costs you $660, and the purchase price of this home is $1.25 million. Now, last year's taxes were $2,635, probably going to be higher for a new buyer. However, it's important to note that the Florida legislature is discussing the possibility of completely wiping out homestead taxes. Now, that's going to be great for Florida residents. So if you have additional questions about this home or any other home throughout the Orlando area, simply pick up the phone and give us a call. We can be your eyes and ears for these little neighborhoods that not everybody knows about. Here's a video on Sanford that we made some time ago that'll tell you a little bit about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.